is nothing. To analyze the beam of the various position of the moving load, we can use the influence line diagram. So it is the easiest way to find out the SFT and BMD, where the reaction is maximum, where the load is maximum. We have to place, means if we're talking about the moving load, where we have to place the load such that we get the maximum shear force and bending moment. So influence line diagram is used for that purpose. So influence line diagram of a stress resultant is the one in which the ordinate represents the value of the stress resultant for the position of unit load at a corresponding y-axis. Means if it suppose we will take a beam, simply spotted beam AB, we will place a unit load on AB, and we will move this load from A to B, and then find and draw the ILD with the help of a unit load. So there are so many beams. First we will discuss about the influence line diagram of the simply spotted beam. So let us take a beam AB having the distance, having the length of L, and the unit load is 1, having the distance of X from the A, and suppose there is a section of C having the distance of Z from A. So firstly we will draw the ILD of the reaction A. So first here we have to do find out the reaction of RA and RB with the help of moving taking the moment about B or A, because we already discussed it, we already know about in the SFT and BMD how to find out the reactions, from where we can calculate the reaction RA and RB. So the ILD of the reaction A, let unit load be at distance at X from the support A. We will assume that unit load is placed having the distance of X from the A, and we have the reaction of value is this load into L minus X divided by L. Means if we simply learn that with in the case of simply spotted beam, the reaction at A is nothing, that is load into this distance, the distance from the right hand side divided by total distance. So the 1 into L minus X divided by L, that will nothing as 1 minus X by L. So we will already know, there is no need to just remember this formula. You have to calculate from the reactions like you already calculated from the SFT and BMD. So we know if we place the X is equal to 0 from this point, then we will get the value of R is equal to 1. If we place X is equal to L, then we will get R is equal to 0. So we will draw the ILD. At X is equal to 0, R is 1. At X is equal to L, R is equal to 0. So this is very simple, ILD for the reaction RA. Now discuss about the RB, is the X by L. Again we will put the values X is equal to 0, because the unit load is moving from A to B and having the distance of X is equal to having the distance of X from A. If we place the X is equal to 0, then RB is equal to also 0. If X is equal to L, RB is 1. It is the inverse of the RA. So we will draw the like this. Now calculate the ILD for the shear force at C. We will assume the section C here, and we will calculate the shear force, and we know the shear force is nothing, is the vertical summation of all the vertical force coming on a beam. किसी भी बीम के ऊपर जितने भी वर्टिकल फोर्स का लोड आता है उनका समेशन डाउनवर्ड और वर्टिकल फोर्स, दैट इज shear force. So we will know we have the two cases, if X is less than Z and X is greater than Z, means unit load is in the portion of, means unit load in the portion of AC and the unit load in the portion of CB. We have the two cases. So firstly we will assume if the unit load is in case of AC, then we have FC. FC is nothing, that is the minus of RB. Yeah, we can say summation of RA plus RB, that is equal to 1, because we know that the downward force that will be equal to the upward force. So RB is equal to minus X by L. So again X is equal to 0, F is equal to 0, X is equal to Z, F is equal to minus Z. Here we will take the value of X from 0 to Z. Why? Because the unit load is in the portion of only AC, because X is equal to 0 to Z. Okay, in the second case we will know X is greater than Z. So the reaction of RA is equal to L minus X. So here X is varying from Z to L. So we will see the X is varying from Z to L, means C to B. So we will put the value of Z like this: X is equal to Z, FC is equal to L minus Z, X is equal to L, FC is equal to 0. So we can draw the shear force diagram of this. In the portion of AC, we know the 0 varies from the 0 to Z by L, like this, 0 to Z by L, and in the portion of CB we will know that is L minus Z to 0. It is varying from this. Okay, now ILD of the moment at C. Also it is very simple. We will know what is moment. Moment is the force into perpendicular distance. Okay, moment is equal to the what is the moment? Moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So it is nothing. Here again we will take the two cases: x is less than z, x is greater than z. So if x is less than z, then MC is nothing, RB into L minus z. L minus z, this is reaction into the perpendicular distance in the portion of CB, in the beam of CB. So again, x is equal to 0, MC is equal to 0, x is equal to z, MC is equal to z into L minus z divided by L. Again, if x is greater than z, means the unit load is placed in the portion of second half of the beam. So MC is equal to RA into z from the taking moment about amount A. Here the taking moment about B in the case of first. So L minus x divided by Lz. Linear variation with the respect to x, because we know that this is the equation of linear variation. So here the z is, here the x is varies from the second half of the beam, so from z to L. So MC is equal to z into L minus z divided by, or MC is equal to 0. So with the consideration of these values, we can draw the value of ILD of the moment. Or we already know in the case of simply supported beam, here we will find the bending moment diagram like inclined straight line and upward of the reference line. So this is the like that. At A, moment is 0. At B, the moment is 0 because the simply supported the moments at end is 0. And at the section C, the value we have to remember, that is z into L minus z divided by L. Means where the unit load is placed at section C, on the left hand side the value is z, on the right hand side the value is distance L minus z, and the total distance is L. So we have to remember the left distance multiplied by the right distance divided by the total distance, that is the value of the movement at a particular section. Okay, so influence line diagram for an overhanging beam. Now the beam is overhang. We know here the support is A and B, and the C is the BC is the overhanging part with the distance of A, and AB the distance is L. AB the distance is L, and BC the distance is A, where we have a two section at Z, at D and E. Okay. So again, this is the same like consideration the unit load as a portion AB. First we will take the unit load at AB portion, then second we will take the load at BC. So AB, in the AB we will place the unit load having the distance of x from A. Again we will calculate the reactions like taking moment about B and taking moment about A, as we already discussed in the shear force and bending moment diagram. So we will get the value of RA, that is nothing, that is L minus x divided by L. This is a linear variation because the value of x is, the power of x is 1. So this is the linear variation of with respect to x. So we will place the value of x is equal to 0, RA is equal to 1, x is equal to L, RA is 0, 0. When the unit load is placed in the portion of BC, again we will calculate the value of RA is equal to minus A minus x divided by L. So R is the downward linear variation. Again here we will find the value of R is equal to minus A by L. So we can draw at A the unit load is 1, at B the unit load is 0, because means the RA value is 0, and at C the RL value is minus A by L. So and the B RL is equal to 0. So we can draw the value of influence line diagram of the reaction at RA. Again the influence line diagram for the RB when the unit load is the portion of AB. We will calculate the value of RB is equal to x by L and RB is equal to L plus A. Listen, I am not discussing about the how to find out the reactions, because we already done in the case of SFT and BMT. Everyone knows about the how to calculate the reactions. It's nothing. Just take the moment about any support, and we will know moment is force into perpendicular distance, and then take the second reaction, that is summation of all the vertical forces is equal to 0, and we will calculate the remaining reactions also. So here the unit load is in the portion of AB, x by L. When the unit load in the portion of BC, the value is L plus A divided by L. So we will let the value of x is equal to 0. We have to just remember one thing, that is value of x vary from where to where. In the portion of AB, the values vary from 0 to L. In the portion of BC, the values vary from 0 to L, like we can see in this beam. This. Look at this. The value of X is varying from A to L. Then in the portion of BC, the value from L to means 0 to A, yeah, L to A. We can include. So this is the influence line diagram for the RB. Now ILD for the shear force, and we will know the shear force. How to calculate the shear force is it is calculated by the summation of all the vertical forces from the left hand side and right hand side, और जितने भी downward force आते हैं हम उसमें से उसको subtract कर देते हैं. So the when unit load is in the portion of AD means left hand side of the beam, means where the support is taken. D is the section and A is the report reactions, and B is the second support and C is the overhanging portion. So on the left hand side of AD we will find that the FT is nothing, that is minus of the action of RB, that is minus X by L. Put the value of X is equal to 0, to FT is equal to 0, put the X values of X is equal to Z, FT is equal to Z by L. So that will come in negative portion. In the question of second part of the beam means DB, we will calculate the reaction at R is equal to L minus X. Again X is vary from Z to L. Here the X is vary from 0 to Z. Okay. So now when the unit load is portion in place in BC, second part of the beam, overhanging portion, we will find out the value of FT, that is nothing minus A minus X divided by L. Put the value of X is equal to 0, so FT is equal to minus A by L, X is equal to A, FT is equal to 0. So we will draw the bending moment diagram of this. The negative portion we will take in the downward portion, positive portion we will take the upward from the reference line. So we will draw the shear force diagram of this. Now moment, what is moment? ILD for the moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance. When the unit load is placed in the portion of AD, then MD is equal to RB into L minus Z minus X minus it is nothing, just take the moment at D point, means from the right hand supports we will calculate the reactions, already calculate the reactions. So reaction is load into perpendicular distance. From the left hand side we already know the reaction is RA, load into perpendicular distance. So we will just write down this RB into L minus Z minus X by L into L minus Z. So at X is equal to 0, MD is 0, X is equal to Z, MD is equal to Z into L minus Z. Now when the unit load is placed in the portion of DB means second half of the beam, okay, where the section is D is take place. So we know that is moment is the RA into Z, means reaction into the perpendicular distance is nothing, that is Z. So we will already know the value of RA, that is L minus X divided by L. So at X is equal to Z, now the X is vary from Z to L. You have to only see from where to where the value of X is varying. Okay. If you are in portion of AD beam, the value of X is vary from 0 to Z. If you are in portion of DB, the value varies from Z to L. Now in the portion of overhanging beam, again the moment is nothing, RA into Z. We already know the value of RA, that is minus A minus X divided by L into Z. So X is equal to 0. Here the value of X is vary from 0 to A. At X is equal to 0, MD is minus AZ by L. At X is equal to A, MD is equal to 0. Now we will see the value of moment distribution diagram. For AB span, it is nothing, it is the same as the simply supported beam. You can see for AB span it is the same as the simply supported beam already draw, because there is two support at A and B, and the value of at a particular section at Z means T. On D we will know the left hand side distance into multiply by the right hand side distance divided by total length of the beam, that is the same Z into L minus Z divided by L. Now in the overhanging portion we will draw the extra value, the overhanging portion negative moment will take place. So the value of negative moment place is minus AZ by L, means A is vary from 0 to A, we will know. Okay. Now ILD for the reaction at E is the portion in the BCB. So we have to find out that E is the section which mentioned in BC, means just look at this one. This is the C, E in the beam of BC. The E is distance having the Z1 from the C to C. Okay. सो वी विल सी इफ़ द यूनिट लोड इन पोर्शन ऑफ ए बी, तो उसका तो एफ ई ओवर हैंगिंग पोर्शन पे कोई फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ेगा अगर ए बी में यूनिट लोड है, अगर बी ई के बीच में भी है तो भी यूनिट लोड का कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा, तो फोर्स जीरो आएगा। बट जैसे ही फोर्स लोड को यूनिट लोड को मैंने ई सी पोर्शन में रखा तो एफ ई की वैल्यू 1 आ जाएगी, तो मीन्स ई सी के लिए यूनिट लोड 1 रहेगा फ्रॉम सी से लेके ई तक, बिकॉज दिस इज द ओवर हैंगिंग पोर्शन। Okay, if we're talking about the moment that is the same, the moment is equal to force into distance, तो ए बी और बी ई के लिए मोमेंट की वैल्यू का कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ रहा। जैसे ही मैंने लोड को पोर्शन में ई सी में रखा तो मोमेंट की वैल्यू मेरी आ जाएगी -1 इंटू में Z1 माइनस एक्स, इट इज द सेम द रिएक्शन इंटू में फोर्स इंटू परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस। सो वी विल सी द एक्स इज इक्वल टू 0, m is equal to minus z, at x is equal to z1, m is equal to 0, so we can draw the moment ILD of the ECB. This is a nothing, that is a negative side of a triangle. The value is varying from 0 to z. Okay. Now, influence line diagram from the cantilever beam. It is the same. We know the cantilever beam is one end is fixed and other end is free. So let us consider unit load at a distance x from the free end. So ILD of the FA is nothing because unit load is varying from right hand side to left hand side. Here the load is moving from right to left, not left to right. Okay, right to left we know at last point the value of is 1, at the A point the value is also 1, so it is a constant for the ILD plus positive 1 unit. Okay, what is moment is nothing, force into perpendicular distance, so we know that is ma is equal to minus L minus x is the linear variation, at x is equal to 0, ma is equal to minus L, at x is equal to L, the ma is equal to 0, we know the value of x is vary from 0 to L. So the ILD of the MA is the inclined straight line. We already know the shear force and bending moment diagram for the cantilever beam is the inclined straight line in the negative portion. So this is the value of MA. Now we will take just section C, that is having the distance of Z from the B. Though we will calculate the shear force at C point. So we will know the value of means in the case of FA, the constant of unit load is take place from B to right, so it is the same like at section C1, the constant unit load will take place, the value of x is less than z, f is equal to 1, if x is greater than z, f is equal to 0. So the moment in the moment at C, particular point C, this is the moment of at A point, and this is the moment of at C point. It is the same -1 z minus x is equal to 0 to m, c is equal to minus z, x is equal to z, m is equal to 0. So that we will find out the ILD for the moment at C point. So this is the overhanging beam, this is the cantilever beam, and this is the simply supported beam. So it is nothing, just take the unit लोड को लो, उसको प्लेस करवाओ, शियर फोर्स निकालो, बेंडिंग मोमेंट निकालो और ILD ड्रॉ कर दो. It is very simple influence line diagram. Okay, so thank you so much for the total lecture.